Jai Hind everyone, my name is Mili Srivastava from IT department, Akgec Engineering College, and today I am going to discuss about types of blockchain. So first of all, what is blockchain? As I already explained in my previous lecture in introduction of blockchain, now I am going to discuss about types of blockchain. So first of all, what is blockchain? Basically blockchain basically a distributed database of records of all transactions or digital events that have been executed and shared among participants or parties which are influencing to participate in that part of blockchain, and each transaction is verified by most participants of the system. Now it contains every single record of each transaction. That is, Bitcoin is the most popular cryptocurrency, and this is an example of the blockchain. And blockchain technology first came to the light when a person of a group of individuals named Satoshi Nakamoto published a white paper on Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer. What is Bitcoin? A peer-to-peer electronic cash system in 2008. Now, blockchain technology records transaction in digital ledger. What is digital ledger? Digital ledger basically a group or like a digital file of any transaction which is distributed over the network, thus making it incorruptible, and anything of value like land, assets, car, etc. can be recorded on blockchain as a transaction. Now, how blockchain technology works. One of the famous use of blockchain is Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency and is used to exchange digital assets online. Bitcoin uses cryptographic proof instead of third-party trust for two parties to execute transactions over the internet. Each transaction protects through a digital signature. Now, there are some advantages and disadvantages which I already discussed, but once again I want to discuss again. What are the basically advantages of blockchain? That is, first of all, blockchain is a decentralized system, and there was lot of limitations of centralized system. So blockchain is and decentralized nature of blockchain technology eliminates the need for intermediary, reducing cost and increased transparency or security. Next is security. Transactions on a blockchain are secured through cryptography, making them virtual immune to hacking and frauds. And with the help of that distributed system, and that ledgers are immutable. Because of that ledgers are immutable, so there is lot of security of blockchain occurred. Next is transparency is one of the most important part of blockchain or distributed system. That is, blockchain technology allows all parties in a transaction to have access to the same information, increasing transparency and reducing the potential of disputes. One more advantage is efficiency. Transaction on blockchain can be processed quickly and efficiently, that is reducing the time and cost associated with traditional transactions. And one more advantage, we can say that trust in all the blocks in blockchain technology that is involved or evaluated by trust parties. That is, the transparent and secure nature of blockchain technology can help to build trust between parties in transaction or network. There is some disadvantages also in blockchain, that is scalability. There is some scalability issues occur in blockchain technology, that is the decentralized nature of blockchain. Because of the decentralized nature of blockchain technology can make it difficult to scale or large scale applications. Next is energy consumption. The process of mining blockchain transaction requires significant amount of computing power. So, we can say that which can lead to high energy consumptions and environmental concerns. Next is adaptation is one of the also one of the disadvantage of blockchain technology. While the potential applications technology, our vast adoptions has been slow due to technical complexity and lack of understanding of the technology. And regulation is also a disadvantage in blockchain technology or network, and we can say that the regulatory framework around blockchain technology is still in its early stages, which can create uncertainty for business and investors. Lack of standards, sometimes the lack of standardized protocols and technologies can make it difficult for business to integrate blockchain technology into their existing systems. Next is now overall the advantage of the blockchain technology are significant and have the potential to revolutionize many industries. However, there are also several challenges and disadvantages that must be addressed before the technology can reach its full potential. Now, types of blockchain. So, basically there are three types of blockchain. First is public blockchain, second is private blockchain, and the third is consortium blockchain, which is the combination or mixture of public and private blockchain. Now, what is public blockchain? First of all, and types of blockchain depends on basically accessibility, permissionless. Blockchain architecture are categorized based on user identity, authentication, and user rights and authorization. So, on the basis of these some parameters, there are three types of blockchain. First is public blockchain. So, what is public blockchain? A blockchain is considered to be either public or private based on whether the network is open or accessible to anyone with an internet connection. So, we can say that a public blockchain does not have restrictions. Anyone with an internet connections can get access to the network and start validating blocks and sending transactions. Typically, such networks tends to offer some kind of incentives for users who validate the blocks. Anyhow, this network tends to use proof of work or proof of stake consensus algorithms for the sake of validation of the transactions. It is public network in a true sense. So, it was modeled that by Satoshi Nakamoto, suggested back in 2009. We can call it the mother of technology. Later, enterprise companies started showing interest in blockchain technologies and tweaked the nature of the decentralized ledger and introduce the private blockchains. So, in public blockchain architecture, we can download the protocol anytime, and we will not need any permission from anyone. The public, in the case of public blockchain, portray the ideal model that makes the technology industry. Now, it's completely decentralized. Because of its decentralized nature, it's completely decentralized. No single organization controls the ecosystem. Whereas in case of private blockchain, that can be changed and altered by owning organization which was owned that particular private blockchain. Now, in case of a public blockchain, surpass the necessity of a third party. The system has a natural flow of its own, just like a flowing river. No one can control the flow path, yet everyone uses it. So, how can we define it easily? A self-governed, purely decentralized and autonomous digital public ledger. We can say that public blockchain is also termed as governed, purely decentralized and autonomous digital public ledger. Now, in a public blockchain, anyone can join the network. They can download a copy of the ledger and initiate broadcast or mine the blocks. Users are anonymous. It means there is a mining problem is much similar that in comparison of private blockchain. Next is private blockchain. So, what is private blockchain? Private blockchain is also a part of types of blockchain. It is, as the name suggests, private blockchain is like a private asset of individuals or an organization. In private blockchain, membership or association with the blockchain is restricted, and one has to meet certain prerequisites conditions to set conditions to be part of blockchain network. Users are not anonymous. So, unlike a public blockchain, a private blockchain has an in charge who monitor important tasks and give access to read or block access. It is also known as permissioned blockchain as it has restrictions on who can participate in transactions and validations. The entities have been chosen in this network by respective authority and the chain developers while building the blockchain applications. This blockchain uses the internal to the company, so companies will not want it to be accessible by the public. In case of private blockchain, we can say that there is two terms, that is permissionless blockchain and permissioned blockchain. In permissionless blockchain, this category is based on the type of rights the user of the node and better in the database management and auditing in the other fields. A blockchain is considered permissionless if no such control entity exists. All the nodes have equal rights to the network, that is they can all read received in sent transactions and participate in the consensus mechanism. So, this is permissionless blockchain, and in case of permission blockchain, this is also part of private blockchain. By its nature, it performs better in database management and auditing in other fields. Not everyone can run a full node and start mining, and everyone cannot make transactions on the chain, and on the basis of that permission blockchain, not everyone can review the blockchain in the blockchain explorer. So, a user has to be permitted by blockchain authority before he could access the network, thus making through making it a permission network. Now, only selected nodes will participate in the consensus mechanism for permission blockchain. In case of private blockchain, we can say that it is also known as permissioned blockchain, as it has restrictions. That is permissioned blockchain. Here, if we use private blockchain, we need to take some permission from the organization or that particular network. So, this is also known as permissioned blockchain, and it has some restrictions on who can participate in transactions and validation. There are not all the blocks behaves like such consensus and not participative consensus protocols. Now, the entities have been chosen in this network by the respective authority and the chain developers while building the blockchain applications. This blockchain uses are internal to the company, so company will not want it to be accessible by the public network. In public blockchain, efficiency and immutability take precedence over the anonymity and transparency. There are some key features of private blockchain, that is it has high transaction processing speed, taking only seconds to create a block, very low in energy consumption, and supercomputers are not required for this processing system because there is some limited blocks or organizations involved in private blockchain. Basically, there are some challenges of private blockchains also, that they are not decentralized, and because of its security issues and privacy issues, they are not decentralized. Trade-off is better scalability and security. Blockchain is supposed to function in trustless environment. If nodes are trusted, it may be cheaper to go with a traditional database. A central authority means a single point of failure, unlike the public blockchain where there is zero downtime, and not consider her. Basically, we can say that not everyone can review in the that blockchain in the blockchain explorer. There are some more challenges in private blockchains, that is the organization must agree and who has the higher power to be central authority. With the help, it will be decided with the help of consensus protocols or consensus mechanisms. And the private blockchain is scalable and cryptographically secured from the organizations. This is more cost effective in comparison of public blockchain. It is mostly used the organization that have strict privacy and compliances requirement. Now, example of private blockchain are multi-chain and monas, etc. Next is consortium blockchain. So, what is consortium blockchain? Basically, consortium blockchain is a combination of public and private blockchain. It is also known as federated blockchain. Consortium blockchain is also known as federated blockchain. Sometimes question may is that what is federated blockchain? So, consortium blockchain are managed and run by a number of organization or entities. As a permission blockchain, user must be asked to join and have authorized before they can access the network. It is permission blockchain and considered to be a hybrid between public and private blockchain. So, basically consortium blockchain is a combination of public and private blockchain and also known as federated blockchain. Keep of the blockchain network and transaction verification are divided among the participating groups in a consortium blockchain. Instead of being under the control of a singular central authority, the member of that particular organization manage the nodes that verify transactions and keep the blockchain securely. And it is distributed ledger that anyone can download and access. Next is when we access that ledger or that part of private blockchain, we divide it into sectors where multiple organizations must work together on a single platform while keeping control over their data and transaction. This kind of blockchain is frequently used. In general, we can say that consortium blockchain provide a balance between decentralization and control, making them appropriate for use cases where a number of well-known and trustworthy parties must collaborate on a common platforms. Only the predetermined group has the right to take part in the validation process to create blockchain. So, there are some features of consortium blockchain, that is the consortium blockchain aids in data transfer, but it is not involved in cryptocurrency, crypto creation or administration, and because of those tasks are handled by a public blockchain, the greatest place of a consortium is the group of collaboration which is more effective and which will be more we can say that collaborate most effectively this way, and there are some few that is which will work on the some few characteristics, that is data privacy. First is data privacy. Now, in the part of data privacy is supported by fewer nodes in addition to a lighter network burden, and here unlike private blockchain only a selected few individuals have access to the data sets, and the safety of uniqueness of the that data in the blocks are exploited by the system. The network's information cannot be changed without the permission of some nodes. And one more characteristics we can discuss, that is rapid fire transaction. What is rapid fire transaction? Blockchain consortium have few users. Because of this, there is less competition for transaction verification among nodes from various groups. Controlled user groups can also speed up the consensus building process, and all of these elements help make deals happen more quickly. One more thing, that is regularization and rules. Regulations are much more essential to keep the consortium's creative juices flowing, because it was specifically created for multiple companies and groups. So, basically nodes must by the network's regulations in this situation. By doing so, a team atmosphere is created and efficiency is increased quickly, and no crime was committed because of most anonymous users and are infamous for closing up our networks process, and the risk of criminal or illegal activity is completely eliminated when a federated blockchain or consortium blockchain is connected with a small number of well known members. This chains familiar with one another fosters a system of checks and balances that reduces the likelihood of unlawful activity, that is making this platform a secure choice for business. So, with the help of different types of blockchain, and there are so many applications which we will use and we can use in different states or in different categories. Thank you so much. This is all for types of blockchain.